So greetings to any future melon and pumpkin farmers. So that's what we're going to do today. So I am going to build a small one to show the process of how to do it. So what you want to do is all this stuff on these two top rows in my inventory, you're going to need. You're going to need about 5 pistons, 4 observers, a minecart, 3 hoppers, 2 chests, some rails. You're going to need the same number of rails as the number of pistons and observers you have. At least 2 powered rails, 2 levers to power these powered rails, a bucket of water, some dirt, or you could use cobblestone or other blocks. I like dirt. You are going to need some dirt to plant the seeds on. You're going to need a hoe. You have to make it a diamond hoe. Not really. Some seeds, either pumpkin seeds or melon seeds, both will work. Some redstone. You're going to need the same amount of redstone as you have rails, and again, combination of that. Then I like to put glass around it. 1, it looks nice, and 2, it helps with the collection. So the first thing you're going to do, I always start with the very bottom, the chest. So the chest, put 2 chests down, a shift click there to make it a double chest easily. Break these 2 blocks, grab 2 of your 3 hoppers, shift into your chest. So now anything that goes into those hoppers is going to go into that chest. You are going to put your rails, shift, shift. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is your rail system. You're going to want a powered rail on either end. This is how the hopper, or not the hopper, the minecart hopper minecart is going to go back and forth. So you're going to have a block at the end to stop the minecart. And then we want to power that powered rail. We can power that with a lever or a redstone torch. I recommend levers. So dig down here, right underneath it, place the lever on there, turn it on. Same thing on this side. Dig down and put the lever on the very bottom of this block right here. Turn it on, and that's going to power that rail right there. So I can right now grab my minecart with the other hopper, make a minecart hopper. And I like to test it, just put it on there, and that's going to go back and forth. So I could actually throw something in that minecart and test this out. I can go, ooh. So my axe was picked up by that, and it's going to be picked up by these hoppers and go into the chest. Next thing, you want to put some dirt 1 block up from that minecart. This will be where you're planting your seeds. So this is going to have to be dirt, or most of it's going to have to be dirt. I'm going to fill the rest of this in. And this is where you're going to be placing your pistons and your observers. You're going to want to put some water to hydrate the land for the pumpkins or melons, which I will do in a second here. But I'm going to put another layer here to contain any water. So I'm going to be planting my melon and pumpkin seeds along here, right here. So the next thing we need to do is put water down. So what we want to do is find the center point right here. With nine blocks, 9 pistons and observers, I know if I place a block, the water there, all this land is going to be hydrated. So I can count right here. So if this is 0, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So all this is going to be hydrated to this point right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, all this is going to be hydrated to here. So like right here, so all this land is going to be hydrated. So we're going to be able to plant all our pumpkin and or melon seeds on this land. So the next thing we need to do is place the pistons and the observers. So starting with above this hopper here, so one over from the powered rail, so right here, you want to start putting pistons in. So right here, so you want to put a piston right there. In every other spot, put a piston. And make sure that you are placing it at the very edge there. Because if you place it like this, where you're placing the piston straight down, the piston is going to point straight up, basically. So you need to point it, and you might want to sneak and point it right at the edge, and it will then face that way. And that's how you want to place these. So place each of those. Then you want to place the observers. The observers you have to place the opposite direction. So again, you want to do it at the very edge of that block so it's facing this way. If you got closer and you pointed like that, it's going to point up. So we don't want that. We want it at the edge. Boom. So those are the observers, those are the pistons. Next, we want to place some dirt behind the pistons. Then we want redstone all along here. So it's on this block here, behind the observer, all the way along here. So what's going to happen is when the observer observes a change in this pumpkin or melon, and we can start actually tilling this, hoeing this, we want to hoe in front of the observer. So anytime that sees some kind of change here, and I can demonstrate right here, if I placed a piece of dirt, what's going to happen? If I placed a piece of dirt right here, the observer is going to see that, and it's going to pulse this redstone. All these pistons are going to extend. So that's a demonstration right there. So anytime there's a change of something, it's going to pulse, a redstone pulse. So I'm going to hoe that again. And right now I can actually plant these pumpkin seeds. And there again, as you can see, without me thinking, the pistons extended when I planted that seed. Because that observer is seeing a change in that block then forces a redstone pulse, and then all those pistons will extend. Pretty much, you're done. I would recommend putting glass in front of this. This glass, one, looks good, and two, it's good for collection purposes as well. And you can put that on top of the chest. I'm just putting this glass. It makes it so that the melons and pumpkins don't fly off into various places. If I didn't have this, these pistons might push the pumpkins and melons all over the place, but with the glass it's going to stay contained. Plus I think it kind of looks pretty nice. You can then try to pretty this place up if you want, but this is pretty much complete. This will take a little bit of time to grow, but this will actually start collecting pumpkins for me. And you can actually cover this up. And this over here. And there you have it. That minecart will keep on going back and forth, and it'll start collecting pumpkins for me. And that's it. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comments below, and I will try to get to them. Thank you very much. Bye.